Parshas Balak, King Balak of Midian hired Bilam, the prophet, in order to curse the Jews. He couldn't do it, of course. But he suggested that the Midianites send out their daughters and entice Jewish men to idolatry. And they did that. At the end of the portion, one of the major people who was seduced was Zimri, a prince of the tribe of Shimon. Pinchas, the son of Elazar, the son of Aaron the Kohen, stood up and said to Moshe, Moshe, didn't you teach us that what Zimri is doing by creating such a desecration of God's name is punishable by death? Moshe said to him, the deliverer of the letter should carry out the deed. So you could ask the question, why was it that only Pinchas knew what this law was? Moses taught the entire Jewish people. How come Moses didn't know what the law was? And if Moses was reminded of what the law was, and now remembered it, why did he tell Pinchas? Lubavitcher Rebbe answers that Moshe gave over the Torah in parts. First he gave it over to Aaron, and then to his sons, and then to the elders, and then to the population at large. And this law about killing someone who is desecrating God's name in this manner that Zimri deserves death, was only disseminated as far as the Kohanim. Now Pinchas's father, Elazar, and his uncle Itamar, they would not want to carry out this deed because in doing so, that would make them ritually unfit for working in the temple. Moshe himself was considered a Kohen and therefore told him, you do the deed. In next week's portion, we see that Elazar is granted the status of being a Kohen. What's the deal here? The deal is if we see something going on that's wrong, and we're the only one who knows that it's wrong, we need to stand up and do the right thing, regardless of what other people may think. For the YouParsha, I'm Herschel Finman.